Yo, what's up? I'm still MadMega. This is still Retrothon. And this is still Ghostbusters 2, but a little different. So, I guess let's get started. I hope you like this version of the song, because we're going to hear it quite a bit. Alright, so for only thing that I'll point out here is that shadow of the Ghostbuster down there is maybe the coolest thing in this. And that's probably all I got here. So I am going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. This is the US Ghostbusters 2 video game that was released. Of the NES Ghostbusters video games that were released in the US, this is the better one. It's still not what I would call necessarily great. It's a little difficult, I think, for a kid. It's honestly not super easy at times, even for an adult who knows what's coming. But I loved it as a kid. Mostly just because I love the Ghostbusters, so I loved anything that was them. And I love the video games, so, you know, you mix Ghostbusters and video games. That was always going to win this guy over. But I also think it's kind of neat just because it, like, does a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we go from running around the Van Horn station to driving Ecto-1, and you know, we get a whole bunch of different game types that, like, the game is sort of all over the place in a way that I sort of appreciate. It tries to do 10 or 20 different things. That's cool. I just despawned all of the ghosts. That's nice. So we're going to line this up here so that when we see a pothole in the middle of 5th Avenue, we just, like, you know, just go right over it. Just got to jump and not get hit. Oh, we're, like, dodging those, practically. Okay. So that really annoying chirping sound you heard is that every time you pick up 20 logos, you get a 1-up. We're going to try to pick up as many of those as we can in the earlier stages here. So now we get the courtroom scene, which, if you remember, is how new Ghostbusters 2 opened. So, like, you know, clearly you could play both of these games, you know, in partial sequential order if you were so inclined to do so. Except this game doesn't have a pause button. There's no pause button in this game. If you hit start, which I will do coming up here, it does this. It drops a trap. And that trap is there now. So that's cool. And that's really all you get. Alright, so now this is... so we finished up with Winston, we finished up the courtroom. There are no bosses in this game. You just sort of, like, finish stages and finish the game and finish like, as you get through stuff and it's just over. But, you know, that's just sort of how it goes. We're trying to line up on a very specific pixel there because I have found one that almost always works, and just about every other one has betrayed me at some time. You can overjump those or jump in a way that, like, you don't register the arrow and then you just fall. You don't make the jump no matter what you do. You need to hit the arrow. So we're going to kill those Slimers, and that's the last we're going to see of Ecto-1A, in fact, Ecto-1A. Now, we're playing as Egon here. Gonna hope that catches both of those. Good. Gonna try to catch all of those ghosts. And perfect. So that section is honestly one of the harder sections for me in this entire game. I often get hit there by some of those enemies that bounce. You can run under quite a few of them, however, the way that they time out is semi-random. It's repeatable if you're very consistent. But they are relatively they are random for a normal playthrough, and you can absolutely get hit by stuff like that. So, anyways, as I was saying earlier, we get to see the Statue of Liberty, and we get to see a lot of the Statue of Liberty in this game. Lady Liberty is pretty cool. She's got all kinds of cool weapons. So, like, there, her little tablet says, you know, bring me your poor your wretched, your huddled masses. We use that to blow up ghosts. You know. Sure, why not? But you'll notice that I'm waving Lady Liberty's arm in the air like she just don't care. That is because I earlier was able to hit the torch upgrade, and the torch upgrade lets you aim. Without it, you can only shoot straight up in the air, which makes, you know, efficient removal of ghosts a little difficult. Being able to aim, believe it or not, is actually really a convenient thing for a video game. I had no idea, honestly, until I played this and was not able to aim. So, we're gonna make our way through the harbor here, hopefully as quickly as we can. We're having these bonus rounds. If things work out well enough, we'll try to start skipping a handful of those by taking damage. But we're going to try not to take damage that actually causes us to lose a life. So, Statue of Liberty is a lot tougher than our regular Ghostbusters. She can take a punch a lot better than they can. And so, while I'm not able to take direct contact with the ghost, of course I missed the tablet there. We can take smaller damage that won't cause us to lose a life, but will cause us to lose our ability to aim, and that's the trade-off that we're willing to make to save time. Unfortunately, there didn't really give us a good opportunity to do that, so basically by the time I could take that damage, I had already triggered the bonus round, so... Probably here, we'll just try to be as quickly as we can. So, luckily for us there's nothing... Okay. Now, we're in the city streets. No dice. So, when you throw the tablet and it goes off with 3 enemies on screen, it will eliminate that round of enemies. So the fastest way to beat any round of enemies is to get 3 on screen, and any 3 white ghosts on screen. And if you use the tablet bomb, it will kill the entire sequence, which is convenient, especially coming up here because there's a sequence where there are invisible ghosts and we can't really see them; they're invisible. And so, other than stand in a single spot with shooting our torch in the air, the most efficient way to clear that is to wait a few seconds and hope that we catch a handful on screen at the same time. And we've actually got a lot of 1-ups here. Got a lot of health. That's great. So I'm going to start trying to take a couple of little hits. Yo! Got it. Whew. What? I thought... Okay, then. That was not an intentional bonus round that we collected there, but that's alright. We're going to try to get through this section here. We're probably going to trigger one more bonus round because I don't want to take a full hit point, a full life's worth of damage by bumping into one of these enemies. But other than that, so while we're just kind of doing this, because we're going to repeat the first cycle of enemies that we went through earlier today. And so, see, we have we're going to trigger a bonus round here. Just want to say shout-outs to RGLTV and the staff for putting on Retrothon. This is always one of my favorite things all year to do, is to get to participate in this. I watch a lot of RGL. If you look at my, what is that, your channel points or whatever, I have a lot of channel points because I spend a lot of time on this channel watching it. Big fan of all the stuff that they do, and love retro video games, so shout outs to them for doing this. This is a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, so I just want to say it's appreciated, and I have a few more runs coming up, so it's not the end for me after this one necessarily. There are a handful more things that I've got coming up. Tomorrow I have a Genesis game called James Bond: The Duel that I swear I might be the only person on Earth that heard of it until not too long ago, so definitely hope to see you then. But we've got a little bit longer here, but not so much longer. We're rapidly approaching the end. Oh, we just got hit. That's okay. That's, you know, that's fun. Just, you know, sometimes you get hit by the ghost as it spawns, and there's really not a lot that you can do about that. It's one of those situations where you just kind of got to take it. All right, so now we are done with the Statue of Liberty and that wonderful higher and higher rendition. Now we're going to roll our way through the museum wearing the same color as the background, because that's not, you know, difficult to see or anything. You know, it's perfectly reasonable to dodge all of this stuff that is the same color as the background and the player character. That's not a problem at all. Gotta say, big fan. Should probably mention that those Slimers, when they throw slime, all it really does is blocks you from moving. These guys, they throw a stunning attack that if it hits you, it takes the life. So we try to avoid that. Here we're gonna hit Vigo in the face with some slime. I'm gonna get rid of these Slimers because if we don't, they end up being a problem. They'll chase me around the whole stage. Those ones seem to be especially aggressive. Try to sneak under that. Now, the jump is a fixed height, like a single frame push and you'll jump that high, but you can control your movement a little bit in the air, so we try to do that. Throw our trap down there, again, because the big Slimers do not care about your slime blower. They'll just shrug it off. Doesn't matter a lick. However, if you hit them, if you just toss a trap down in their general vicinity, they'll do you the kindness of walking right over it and getting caught. So that's very nice of them. All right, so that's 2 of our 4 Ghostbusters. So we have 2 more times we got to do this. We're gonna drop a trap there to catch that statue as Egon Spengler. And this is really where the difficulty ramps up in my mind, is that this section of falling things and all the stuff that they throw at you, like, it starts to become a little overwhelming. But we're gonna try to make it whelming. We're gonna try to be whelmed. Like, that guy is just all about it. He's trying to catch me. Trying to catch me sleeping. Not gonna let him hit. Ow. Do it. Okay. Okay. So now we gotta just dodge this thing and this thing. And we have so many lives. So many lives to get through Venkman here. So I feel pretty good about it. So the time will end actually when we get to the very end here, but I want to point out my spider friend there. He'll just chase you. He doesn't stop. He's like the Terminator. He's a Terminator spider. He'll just keep coming. So no matter how you beat this game, you speedrun it, because that will prevent you from running it slowly. Like, it will not let you play slowly. I'm really proud of that strat, where you can literally just dodge all of those things. I sort of got lucky with it. No dice on getting through there. We're just going to catch these 2. We still have so much health that we're going to catch this big Slimer, and we're literally going to deboost our way out of here. So time comes up here as soon as we cross this threshold, so that's the end of Vigo. That's the end of Vigo. We have broken his painting. He's gone. Let's sing Old Lang Syne, because Happy New Year. New York City is saved. We did it, everybody. Thank you for being here on Wednesday. I love... This is maybe my favorite day. All the old NES games, my favorites, what I cut my teeth on as a gamer, as a young person. So, big fan. Thank you again, and just really appreciate getting the chance to show this off. So, stick around. There's a ton of good stuff coming. And shout outs to Dan Kitchen. Cooked up a good one.